Hello again. Today we're making focaccia. We have our sourdough. We made our sourdough loaf. I'm gonna get 2 loaves out of it. With one of them I'm gonna make a focaccia. This dough came out of the machine about 20 minutes ago. And for the focaccia, I'm gonna use some cheese. I'm not gonna make a regular Italian focaccia, although the dough is authentic. I'm gonna use here, I have some old cheddar and some mozzarella mixed, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, some kosher salt. Here I have some extra virgin olive oil, which I put dried oregano leaves, dried parsley leaves, dried thyme leaves, and about a half a head of garlic, chopped garlic, and the olive oil, and that's it. And after I'm just gonna crack some fresh pepper on it, and that'll be it. And then bake it at about 500 degrees for about 20 minutes or less. It should be done about maybe 15-20 minutes. We'll see when it gets golden. So yeah, so I'm just gonna start rolling my dough, stretching it out slowly. Gonna work it over here on my baking sheet. Now, as I said, this dough just came out of the mixer about 20 minutes ago. And I'm going to stretch it out. It's quite thick, and this is gonna rise quite a bit. You're gonna see. And let it rest a bit, and we'll come back to it, stretch it out a little more, and then we'll prepare it. Just gonna let it rise a little bit, stretch it out a little more, and then bake it. Here we are. This loaf here has been sitting for about, I'd say, an hour and a half. Now it's going to start to rise a little more. As you can see, it's starting to. About my oil and herb here, we are going through the coronavirus pandemic, and fresh herbs are not available. And the ideal herb for focaccia is usually rosemary. I don't have any rosemary, so I'm using. And I've let this soak for about 4 hours now. Some dried thyme leaves, some parsley, oregano, and of course the chopped garlic. And that's the reason why I'm using the dried herbs that we have, because fresh rosemary isn't available and fresh parsley isn't available at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to spread some of this like that. And you can see it's already starting to activate now. And this is going to be the bottom. This is not going to be the top. So I want it to be nice and crispy on the bottom, very light. There we go. And now, see that? And this is going to be a fantastic focaccia. Now, the proper focaccia is to dig holes in it like that, where it's going to hold the garlic and the oil and the herbs and the spices. And of course, we're going to put some cheese on there. And that's the thing that's not going to make this regular focaccia. Doesn't have this kind of cheese. It has some Parmesan, lightly shredded Parmesan, fresh Parmesan. Well, not fresh, but you know, freshly shaved. I don't have any of that right now. So I'm gonna do this, and that's enough. And I'm going to stir in my oil and garlic and herb mixture here, and be generous. Don't be afraid of this. This is very good and tasty, and it will be absorbed by the bread, by the sourdough. And believe me, this is going to taste fantastic. There, like that. And our oven has been preheated at 500 degrees. I'm gonna bake this about 20 minutes or so, or until baked. I have an electric oven, and it doesn't always act the same. Sometimes it's a little fussy. Sometimes I think things should be done in 20 minutes, they get 35 minutes, so that's enough cheese on there. And of course, Parmesan. Starting to look like a pizza, but it's not. It's a focaccia with plenty of cheese. And of course, fresh ground garlic, fresh ground pepper. I like lots of black pepper, fresh ground. And I'm going to put this in the oven. It's ready for the oven. 500 degrees on the middle rack for about 20 minutes, or until it's nicely browned. And I'll see you then. Okay, our focaccia is ready. It's been about 25 minutes, well, 23 minutes, but I could use a little bit more, but I think it's done enough. I could brown it more if I want, but look at that. That is fantastic. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Here, let me take it out. I could leave it in the oven for a little bit longer, but I believe it's done enough, yeah. So, that's our focaccia. Let it cool off a bit and slice off a piece. Throw my focaccia onto the cutting board. I just took it out of the oven. I know I'm not supposed to be cutting it yet, but I can't resist. And look at this. See that? This is just the edge. It looks fantastic. I could have browned it a little bit more, but it's okay because, in my opinion, this is perfectly done. It doesn't need to brown more. It's cooked well through, and actually I'm just going to go ahead and taste it right now. Oh, it's so hot. It's burning hot. But I have to. It's very good. It's delicious. Olive oil, the herbs, so fresh. Worth it, very worth it. Easy, fast, and absolutely delicious. And it's a great light snack or meal. Olives and cheese, already has cheese on it. With a glass of wine and some fruits, some grapes. It's fantastic. So please do like, subscribe, and share our videos. And until next time, thanks again for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.